Yo, what is going on, crew? What is up, Twitch, YouTube, my horde? Happy Friday, happy day stream. This is usually unusual for your boy, but because we have today off from work, we are already late for TZ Map, which started 8 minutes ago, and we have TZ Andy upcoming. That's why we're here. We got the double dip rotation. Let's find Death's Web. 550 hours. Can we find this before 600? We're going to find out, but because we're late, we're going to jump right into this stream and get cooking on meth. All right, clock has started. Let's get into the games here, boys and girls. Let's rock and roll. Happy Friday. Oh, yeah. All right, let's drop this down to players 5 for meth. Yeah, so it's TZ Meth, then we have an hour break, and then it's TZ Andy. I will need to jump off the stream after that and get to some kids-related stuff. I forget what the zone is in between, but, man, we haven't streamed in a couple weeks because I was traveling, so... Gotta get the rust out here, man. Yeah, shoot, go, Biv. Go is right, man. We gotta cook right now. Let him cook, boys. Let him cook. And Death's Web is gonna drop the first one. We did get a wand to run, though, to drop. So the wand table did roll. I will take that. I'll take that. Life's good, man. Life's good. Work travel has slowed down, which is nice, but just, you know, the kids and life are pretty busy there. You know, football season I love, so that kind of always takes over extra bandwidth and hours. Yeah, Bib, it's kind of, it's weird, right? Because, like, you could make a case that because Intercloister is more of like a bridge in between, like, is it really considered a zone? I don't know, right? I guess it could be considered like excluded technically, if you want to call it that, but my mind kind of just went there because of just, you know, like, the more I was thinking about it, I was like, real. Let's see if these are 40s. 38 close. Only going to keep perfects for the most part at this juncture of the Grail. Oop, grab by accident. Ancient tunnels after meth. Oh, the TZs, thank you. Yeah, we'll probably go do some horking, or we'll do like 30 minutes horking in the pits, and then we'll do 30 minutes of Nova in the pits, or we can do Pindle for 30 minutes, followed by hork and pit zerking. So we'll see how I'm feeling. Like I said, I haven't streamed in about 2 weeks since I was gone, so need to kind of just get the rhythm back, get out the rust, if you will. I got my coffee here in hand, man. Get that caffeine second up for the day. Woo! What's new with you, though, Sliv and Biv? How's life? How's work? For you, Biv, how's the fam? Sliv, I realized you pinged me a while ago about stream elements, if I'm not mistaken, and I realized I did mean to respond to you, and I don't think I ever did, so... yeah, one of these days, happy to chat if you haven't got it figured out yet. Everything good. 6 days to your offer, 13 days. Nice, dude. So you got, are you traveling for Thanksgiving, or are you going to stay local? What's the play, Biv? Nice. Lives off next week. Yeah, I mean, you know, oh, sorry, never mind. It's not Thanksgiving next week. Or, we got one more bridge in between. But yeah, for Thanksgiving week, it's like, everybody knows it pretty much slows down. Like, I feel like Wednesday is a half day on, like, the 24th, and then you got Thanksgiving, and then that Thursday or Friday are basically off, so. Both of you have to clear some PTO. Makes sense, yeah, I mean, obviously, if the PTO doesn't roll over, yeah, you don't want to lose the PTO, the hard-earned and accrued PTO. So I would agree. You definitely got to get on that. Definitely got to get on that. So the good news is, guys, I feel like my artwork and my new creative direction should be done pretty soon. So the guy and I have officially created the new warthewise logo and the animation. That's pretty much done. We have the static scenes done for starting, ending, and be right back / intermission. Now we have to animate those scenes. And then the final thing after that, which he's working on now, and the final thing after that would be like, you know, new Twitch panels, new like YouTube Twitch headers. What was I going to say? I may have him do potentially some new alerts and emotes. It's not really his strong suit, but I may see what he can do. But the priorities were really just new logo, new banners, new panels, obviously new scenes for the streams, right? To mirror the warthewise branding identity. So, yeah, I'm excited to finally unveil that. It's taken a little bit longer than I wanted it to, but I mean, it is what it is. It's all right. It's coming together. Happy with how the early kind of phase 1 came out. Took a little bit of time to polish it and get it tuned up, but they're there. Crown of Thieves. We had a Wizzy. Dance cards earlier. Whew. Let's find some Death's Web. Let's find some Unearthed Wands today, crew. Make it happen. Gotta happen. Run this, then it sounds like it's Ancient Tunnels TZ, which I probably won't run. Like I said, oh, Succubus Skull, Bone Flame, nice, Elite, fine. The Bone Flame. Man, it's like, because I've been kind of busy, I've been checking into the Discord a little bit, but it just feels like the Season 12 has already kind of dissipated already. I also heard that Pez Radar is leaving. Is that true, Biv? Pez is officially leaving Blizzard, or is he leaving the D4? Or thus, by leaving Blizzard, he's leaving D4? I saw something about that. I didn't fully look into that, though, or check. We'll probably see Kron at some point in this stream. Oh, he's probably working. Shadow working. Jay working. This is kind of an unorthodox early stream for me. A Friday. But, you know what? It's been a minute. Had the day off. Wanted to take advantage. Did some errands in the morning. Get back to the kids in the afternoon. Ooh, probably will rotate the seeds on the Din if after this map or Andy we don't find it just out of superstition, because we've been on these for a little bit of time now, so I feel like it's about time to rotate after this cycle if we come up empty-handed on the stream. Hey, legendary mallet. What's up, babe? You don't want to haystack certain language in my union contract from any year. Did you hear me ask the Pez question about Pez Radar? I heard he's leaving, or I saw something about that. Last day is the 19th. And I feel like between Rod and now Pez, it's like, what's going on with D4, man? What's the future of that team? Or it's the whole mentality of what got us there won't get us there, probably. Man, good to be back though on stream with you guys. 2 weeks is too long of a break, let me tell you. Yeah, I got plans tonight, got plans Saturday. So when I was looking at the stream schedule this week, I mean, it's funny because we talked about it, Bib. It's the same exact time tomorrow is also Meth and Andy, but I doubt I'm going to be able to get on during a day stream on a Saturday. But if by some divine miracle I can, I'll obviously jump on a spot basis. But yeah, I'm thinking I'm not going to be able to get on, which kind of operating with that assumption. But, you know, if I somehow can, then great. We'll get another round of TZ Map and TZ Andy, but I'm skeptical that happens. Oh, I saw the Ogre. Almost Steel Wrens. Not quite. What's new, Biv? I have, again, just because I've been like traveling, I feel like I haven't been paying attention to my YouTube home screen, or homepage rather. What's up with Sweet Phil? Sweet Phil still grinding? Still hunting, or is it he's been more seasonal focused as of late, or is he back to his grail every now and then, or is he taking a break on his grail for materials? Speedrun practice. I know, honestly, like I feel like for a guy like him, or if you're gonna still be playing D2 vanilla or D2R, like you kind of need to go into challenge content or speed content, because I mean, look, like the same old basic hunting gets pretty vanilla, pretty boring. Yo, Bale, what's up? Welcome in over on Twitch. Happy Friday. Just a little old hunt for Death's Web. Close this bad boy out. But yeah, I mean, you know, Shadow and I and Shady have talked about me trying to get into more speed running style stuff with D2, but I think I already told you guys, right? Like, this Grail gets done, and when it does get done, because it will, you know, kind of the new direction of more ARPG diversity on my content and streams, or taking more of like a challenge or speed approach is probably what I would do. Yeah, man, good stuff. Yeah, dude, it's hardcore Grail, brother. 550 hours, one item to go. We've been patiently awaiting our unearthed wand to flip. So we got TZ Meth right now until 1 p.m. Central. Ancient Tunnels is TZ next, but we're going to do Pendle and Pit in between, and then we got TZ Andy coming up, so. Oh, Spired. Okay, so we missed the quality check on a potential Nightwing. Obviously, we don't need it. Got plenty of those. Holy is right, my dude. Put a lot of time and energy into this bad boy on hardcore. I play too reckless to hardcore. That's what I always say to people, like softcore players who are considering the shift to hardcore, is like, yeah, you're very like glass cannon, shoot from the hip. A lot of softcore players tend to be reckless, impulsive, any verbiage you want to use. So yeah, I mean, you got to obviously be a little bit more tactical and mindful of hardcore. But the thing is that, like, once you just get comfortable with hardcore and you get used to it, I feel like a lot of people honestly don't want to go back to softcore once they find their rhythm on hardcore. One of my mods, actually, Shadow, he vehemently was against hardcore for the longest time, and this season we actually got him to play hardcore, and I think he's got 2 characters already, and he even joked, I don't think I'm going back to softcore. I feel like that happens so often when I convince a lot of my softcore friends to come over to hardcore. I've been doing hardcore exclusive about the last 9 to 10 years at this point. So at least in D2R specifically, I really wouldn't be playing softcore unless I got back into dueling specifically. You know, I'd make like a softcore non-ladder dueler or something, you know, but that's for obviously very practical, intentional purpose. But I still make seasonal characters almost every season. I got my Fire Sork up on season 12, just took a break. Obviously, I'm pretty focused meticulously on getting this Grail done. It's really my main focus at the end of the day. So, once the Grail's done, and it will free us up to decide what's next. That's the game plan. Well, what's new? Metal, what's up, man? Been a minute. I've seen your name. What's going on? Yeah, I was saying it before the stream. I was traveling for the last 2 weeks. I haven't streamed in like 2 to 3 weeks, so I feel like I was just due for one. And normally I'd be working today, but I had the day off and I saw the good zones, so I was like, all right, I got to try to hit the Meth Andy rotation, try to find this Death's Web and get this thing over with once and for all. So here we are. Alders. Finding some actually decent drops. Are the Alders 50? Oh, it is 50. Nice. Okay. I'm pretty sure I have multiple 50 Alders already, but where's he at? There he is. Come on, Meth. Come on, baby. Oh, he moved on me, huh? What's up? Missing you, man. Hope Joe didn't take it out of you. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, what I do for work, I travel decently often on top of the 3 kids. So, yeah, I mean, it's kind of why my content and streams have never been full-time, right? It's always kind of just been passion, hobby related. I got so many videos. I always say this, man. I have so many videos in queue that I've wanted to make. Some that I've started that I would just have to kind of get over the line and finish. But, you know, we rebranded from War Theory to warthewise. That was kind of a big project. I was saying earlier at the beginning of the stream, I'm working with an artist, and we have my new logo and animation done. We have a couple new scenes done, going the new creative direction. Now we got to animate everything, work on panels. banners, all that stuff. So it's like slowly coming together on the rebrand, which has been nice. So I feel like, you know, once I can do that, get the rebrand done, then it'll kind of give me some motivation to continue. Yeah, man. Thank you. Yo, Wogo, what's up? That is part of a mod pack. It's called, well, as I joke, we call it clairvoyance on stream, but it's really GPS. It's not map hack. Obviously, single player. So look at this right here. You see the blue rings right here around the waypoint? See those? So all it basically does is when you get close to a point of interest, like stairs, a dungeon, a waypoint, or I think a quest is technically green, right? So for example, if you're going to go do the stones in Stony Field the first time, you'll see there's like green rings around the Karen stones, right? So it's, when you play, it doesn't expose the map, right? So it's not map hack or anything like that. See, it's just basically being like, oh, you're basically right here. I made a mod pack with both GPS and no GPS because if some people felt like GPS, or what I joke with the clairvoyance, was too much, then I made 2 mod packs available to people in my Discord so people can go with or without the GPS feature. I find that most people use it because, I mean, we've been playing this game for 20 years. A lot of us have map hack in our heads, right? Kind of map history. So it's not really helping you that much. You know, it's really more a nice little quirky quality of life thing, but it doesn't like materially, I think, change too much. But what's up, man? Not a bad way. No, I agree, Metal. It's like, look, kids over pixels is kind of obviously always been my mentality here, right? So obviously with the real job, the kids, that's always been the primary focus. But, you know, love gaming. Content was always fun during COVID. That's basically when I started my channel. I said, screw it. I'll learn video editing, learn Photoshop, start a channel, just have fun with it and see where it goes. And, yeah, the one thing I'm really excited about is some people probably saw this. You know, one of the things that I always wanted to achieve in content was to be officially invited to be a partner on a game. And so hopefully you've heard about the upcoming unnamed, untitled ARPG Moonbeast. I was actually an official partner on that now. So that's all Eric Schaefer, Phil, Hugh, Peter Shank, all the ex-devs. Yeah, so I'm basically looped into the OG devs. I talk to them bi-weekly, if not weekly, and I'm going to be helping make content around that when things become more publicly available. I did a lot of the alpha beta testing publicly, so you know, I'm really excited to kind of get more breadcrumbs out to the public. So when that stuff becomes public domain, and obviously they give me the green light to do more content around it and certain things, you know, you guys will be seeing more from me on that. But a lot of it's over on my YouTube channel right now, so. Yeah, it's like I said, right? It's not a full-time gig, dude. You know, it's not like it's paying bills again, but it's just more about the, you know, that's kind of what you work toward, right? Is that type of fun, fundamental moments. And yeah, man, it was nice to kind of be a part of it early on and be a part of the early build and feedback process for the game development. So more to come on that for sure. Yes, that is right. It's a point, that's why I call it kind of GPS, or point of interest. It's not exposing the map, it's just simply showing you you're close. That's correct. Oh, I'll get the boots. Yeah. But Meadow, what's been your what's your focus these days? What's kind of, are you doing, like, is it seasonal? Is it speed? The challenges? It's been a minute since I've jumped in, so I'm curious what's your objective these days, or oh, quick, man, had some potential there. Close, getting us close to those. That's funny you say that. Yeah, here's my fire source right here. So I started her with Nova. I mean, I make a seasonal character all the time. I just to have one, but I'm with you. I basically played, I think I played for 24 hours, 36 hours, did some trading. I grinded a lot on Tradery to get gear with the gear that I had found and parlayed forward. And I haven't been on her in a minute, and obviously I'm focused on the Grail here, right, and getting that done, so. Yeah, it's hard to play the season after a couple weeks, man. If that, right? It's like you play with the homies, you play with the crew. It's a lot of fun. It's a clean slate for like that first week. It's the novelty of the season, right? And then I feel like after that, it gets old really quick. Tradery and others slow down, especially in hardcore what I play, right? Like the public games slow down a lot because anybody doing runs is basically going private or grinding for 99. So you're in private runs, not public runs. Yeah, it starts to get a little lack of fun, if you will. Ah, there we go. Decided one to declone speedrun, which is really actually fun now. I'm just sort of meandering around. But yeah, seasonal stuff. Yeah, no, I agree. That's what I was saying at the top of the stream. It's like you almost have to do challengers, frameworks, speed runs, those types of things at this point, especially for D2R, right? I feel like that's the only way to kind of keep an audience or keep them engaged, because otherwise it's just too vanilla and too boring. So, you know. Even for this, right? Like, I mean, I think people enjoy watching Grails when they get in the strike zone or close to completion. But look, I mean, I've been doing this Grail for 550 hours, right? So, and most of this has been on streams too. So it's not that people don't enjoy tuning in and seeing the journey. I mean, so many people have been here and seen so many of the drops along the way. They want to see this bad boy end, right? But at the same time, like, yeah, I can get it. You know, little boring to watch, I imagine at times, right? Because it's like same old, right? But I think people want to be here for the drop, right? I think that's the fun thing. Like, yeah, like usually I stream at night mostly. The last couple streams had some decent, like 20 plus concurrents over on YouTube. So I feel like people are tuning in. People want to see it happen. I hope it happens soon and we get to celebrate as a unified horde, my crew. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe it's going to happen today. Still got 24 minutes of math. We got Andy coming up in an hour and a half or so. Yes, an hour and a half to be exact. So hopefully Andy will get it done if Meth can't deliver for us. Oh man, second legendary mallet. That's funny. Oh, how long the Schaefers took us to ID. That was wild. 20 legendary mallets to ID the Schaefers. Took forever. Yeah, so the item before this was Schaefer's legendary mallet. You just heard me say it. It literally took me 20 unique legendary mallets until I ID'd the Schaefers. It was crazy. We did the empirical math on it. It was basically a 1.79% chance of that actually occurring, as in not having ID'd it for the first 19. So, yeah. So that was to your point exactly. That's nice with Death's Web because hey, unearthed is unearthed. Ooh, nice spore traps. What we got? Let's go 48 or higher. Ooh, 31. Yeah, that's trash. That's Garbanzo. Rip. Yeah, all good, man. Take your time, man. I appreciate you tuning in. Lurk away, man. I appreciate you being here either way. Good to catch up. What's up, Vale? I always played on Classic with Pluggy, but I was thinking of trying D2R. Do you have a storage and access to Ladder, Rumored, and Torches, Annie? Yeah, I mean, the nice thing about single player is you don't have an online character cap. Like, the online character limit per account is 24. Offline, it's unlimited. Pluggy doesn't work in D2R in the way that you're looking at, but because you have unlimited characters and you do have a shared stash in D2R, it obviously, you know, it made it a little bit easier. So, you don't really need Pluggy at that point. I mean, if you look here real quick, right? So in D2R, you have 3 shared stashes, right? So you have these kind of extra storage spaces. Then obviously every character has your inventory plus your personal stash. So, you know, you can make unlimited characters. I mean, you don't really ever run out of space offline for that reason. Yep. Yeah. Shared stash was a nice quality of life rollout. Obviously, people wanted the ability to pay for more and have, you know, more additional space. You know, they didn't make that. Ooh, almost hit the COA. Missed the QC. But anywho. Yo, Chico, what's good? Welcome in. Happy Friday. Does the mod fix the drop if a monster dies outside the map, like Arcane Sanctuary? If ghosts die outside the path, is there no drop to do that? Can the mod fix that? No, because that would be a manipulation. Like this is just database mods, right? These are just visual in nature, so it's not injecting, it's not customizing the actual game coding itself. So that would require an actual mod. So a lot of the D2 Lord of Destruction mods, like PD2 or Annihilus Souls the Rift, they actually did that. So they implemented it. So yeah, the ghost will stay on the path, for example, but that's like you need a legitimate modded game in order to do that, right? Which would require a code edit. So no, this mod in particular doesn't fix that. I don't know with obviously remodded, reimagined, blizzless, like the D2R mods that are out there. Like I haven't played those, right? So I have no idea if Bonesy or any of those guys did that type of implementation. They totally could have, but again, that's a legitimate modded game. So this mod pack, like any mod packs, they're loot filters, they're visual, they're database mods equating to just visual adjustments, right? It's not actually changing anything in the game itself. Nope. Yep, that's called a loot filter. So that's part of my mod. That's correct. Well, sorry, let me rephrase. I did not create the mods. This is a mod pack where we took a curation of things that we liked. Some of this stuff is actually custom in ours that Shadow and I worked on. Some of this is obviously, you know, sources from other implementations. So yeah, I wanted to course correct my statement there. Suggesting that I coded and I was the original creator. Like this, for example, is nice, right? I have a video on this on my YouTube channel, but like this is Ancient Grimoire. So think of this as basically your area at Summit, but overlaid here right in game, breakpoints, like everything right here, right? So again, this is just a visual, right? There's also things where we have beams and sounds for high runes. So if you listen, see the sound? So also for the item limit, you can basically see if a high rune drops. We also have it for mid runes, right? So the mid rune is there as well, but it's like a different sound. So if there's pull, see? Different color, different sound. So like there's a couple quality of life things that we did add in here, which is nice. So the rune beam, color, and the sounds, that is actually ours. So that was originally created. That was not taken from anybody else's. Ancient Grimoire was ours and created from the ground up. So like I said, there are, in my Discord is where you can get all this. There are definitely things that we created, and there are other things that came from basically Nexus mods, right? And that's ultimately where, you know, we just took what others created and we just decided what we liked or didn't like, and we just put it into a singular mod pack, basically. Yeah, like you'll notice my mercenary, it's an Act 2 merc, but, you know, he looks very different. So again, it's just like it's a visual adaptation, right? But it's still the Act 2 merc, like nothing changed, right? But he just looks different, so that's part of the mod pack as well. Yeah, I mean, if you see these here, these are area levels. So this is normal area level, nightmare area level, hell area level, right? So that's a nice little quality of life. You got the ticks down here for the XP. There's a couple other things that are basically in here, but yeah, the Discord's right here. I'll drop a link to, should fire off on both Twitch and YouTube. So there you guys go. Discord's out. Yeah, so in there, you know, there's a wars mods or a mod pack section. So I have multiple different types of packs in there, and you can kind of see, you know, what's included, and, you know, we kind of give you the options of what you would want to use them for. So it's totally up to you. But yeah, it's totally free to the public. Obviously, feel free to go in there and grab it. If you want to stick around, we have a great little community, you know, small and mighty. A lot of ARPG players, a lot of D2 players in there, even some still D4 players, aka Biv. So, yeah, you guys can feel free to stick around if you're not already in the Discord. Always happy to have more people join the Horde, man. It does make Schaefer's legendary mallet extremely hard to find. Changes the rarity. Changes the chance. Manipulates the local client-side TCX information. All right, guys. 15 minutes left here on TZ Meth. Then we're going to do some Pindle and some Pit Zerking. And then the last hour of the midday stream is going to be TZ Andy. TZ'd at 2 p.m. Central in an hour and 15 minutes. See if the Matriarch can drop it for us if we don't find it first on Pindle or the Pit. Absolutely need to be careful for the Shapers. But I told you, remember I found back-to-back Shapers though, Bib, remember that? So we found it and we ID'd it at number 20, and then we found a Shapers immediately on the next one at 21. So I feel like, of course, that happens statistically in the convergence of average of standard deviation. Yep, finally found 2. What's up, Bugum? Do I like the idea, Anya, personalized quest to be changed? The item you put to personalize actually changes. Yeah, I mean, look, if I'm personally a fan of transmogs and cosmetics. I think that in a way the character you play is an avatar of you. I mean, like you're living vicariously through the player, through the aesthetics, through the cosmetics, right? Like in a way it's you, right? In ARPG format. So yeah, I would say, you know, I'm always a fan of that simple stuff, right? Like, yeah, if you want to change the color, you want to change the look, aesthetically speaking, it'd be nice if there was some implementation here, but obviously D4 and any modern ARPGs typically generally have that already. So I don't think we're going to ever see that, unfortunately, in any upcoming patches or expansions. But, you know, Archon Staff. That's funny. So we've seen a yellow Archon Staff. We've seen a yellow Corona. We've seen a set Spired Helm. We saw Magic Ogre Gaunt. So Meth is dropping some high TCX items. We're just not hitting the quality checks. Just missing some of the QCs today. I do like the drop velocity of base checks, though, that we're seeing. It's positive. But we haven't seen a lot of the Necro wands here. We've seen a couple drop, but not at the velocity that I want to see. So, I mean, I'm at 315 MF right now. I mean, I'm pretty much in the sweet spot of the curve before the point of diminishing return, dude. So, I mean, even my Pit Zerker is at like 415, and I feel like, you know, it's just the state of the RNG. Oh, man, second pair of War Traps this run. Oh, man, Battle Boots, too. Man, we rolled the... Ooh, nice, 47s. Okay, I said 48 I would keep. 47s are respectable. Oh, I got 49s on. Yeah, we found 31s earlier. That was gross. I'll keep 47s, though. Probably a character I can use on at some point. So we'll keep the 47s. Let's go put them. Yeah, I found 3 Mangs so far on the Grail over these 551 hours. So, got a couple Mangs. Still only 1 Tyrael's Might. Multiple other 87s, though. So, from armors to weapons, I have multiple other items of many. But, one that eludes me, Death's Web. The Unearthed Wand needs to drop. Where's the elite? Here. All right, guys. So when Meth is over, we're going to get on the Pit Zerker. We'll do a little bit of Pindle, Orcs. Then we'll go do some Pit Zerking. And then maybe I'll jump on the Nova Sork and we'll blast some quick pits as well. And then we'll finish the stream in the final hour. We'll get back over here on Lance the Hammered in for TZ Andy. That's the playbook. That's the content for today, Horde. Yo, first unique ring of the stream. Get those votes in Twitch and YouTube. We just dropped a unique ring on map. What do you guys got? What did we just drop? What is the unique ring that I will ID? Get those votes in. Have some fun. Soj, BK, Whisk, Carrion, Bald Manald. We'll ID it after we get a couple votes in. Oh, man. If these had one other resist, these would have been keepable. Respectable 26 LR 30. No dex, fast save recovery, but 2 off perfect in the magic find. That would have been nice if we had a secondary resist. All right, we got a vote. He feels like it's a BK. All right, we're going to do a Deckard ID. We're going to go refill our tome here. All right, what do we got? Yo, Dwarf Star. Plenty of those, but it's also a 12 MDR, so we're not going to. But I have way too many 15 NDRs. Missing 5 poise res. Yeah, those would be nice boots for an ES Sork if they were poison. I always want poison on my boots as an ES Sorceress. Gore Riders. Man, we're dropping a lot of boots. 2 War Travs, now Gore Riders. Man, this time already flew by. We were about 10 minutes late for TZ Meth. I intended to get on the stream around 11:45 so I can get the full gamut, but we were a little late to the stream, which is okay, so we missed the first 10 minutes. But we'll take the 50 minutes of TZ Meth. Still better than nothing. Normally, I'd be working, not be on stream right now. Come on, Mephisto. I'm pretty sure I have to check again, but I think at this point, when you run TZ Math and TZ Andy, I think getting a Death's Web is like a 1 in 1,000 or a 1 in 1,500 chance. So, again, that's directional, as always, like all drop calculators. There's a standard deviation in there, naturally. But, yeah, I mean, it obviously, dramatically improves the chance doing and finding those items TZ'd versus if TZs weren't in the game. So, it definitely, condenses the quote-unquote full time that you're running a Grail, obviously, because you can take full advantage of these as much as possible. Go, let's go. Antlers. Are you asking, do I see any like updates coming this in the future, or am I seeing anything like in real time now? Ah, fuck, we got another ID. We just rolled the wand. We just didn't get the unearthed. Yo, Smalps, what's good, dude? What's going on, man? What will happen first? Me finding Tyrael's might or War finding Death's Web? Dude, we got to add Sweet Phil finding his Tyrael's might too, man. Poor guy's been searching on that since fucking LOD, man. That's crazy. Can't believe Phil hasn't found that yet. That's truly wild. I almost feel bad for the guy at this point. That is some terrible RNG on his side. But I feel like you've been going for a while, Smalps, have you not? You've been hunting for a good amount of time too, right? Oh, Jmod. Jmod. I know. I feel like anybody who's finding materials now before Phil just feels just objectively guilty. All D2R here, notes here. Okay, yeah. All right, yeah. So then I don't know when Phil started. He started it during LOD. I don't know like when he started it, so I guess you guys aren't that far apart technically. I don't know, Ogo. There's a lot of rumors, dude. I mean, there's rumors floating around about some big announcement happening, quote unquote, in February. You know, they had some like miniature round table in Australia that happened. There's been some cryptic kind of quote unquote copium, to use the phrase, hope of things to come. Look, I'm never going to say never, right? I don't think a lot of us thought the remaster was happening, and we got it, right? So I feel like there's always the outside-in chance that they do kind of restructure, unify, kind of reignite the battle cry, the war cry back into D2. I'm cautiously skeptic, right? I'm just not necessarily sure, right? Yeah, I mean, that's another great point. I mean, Pez Radar's leaving the ecosystem on the 19th. So, yeah, I don't know, man. I would agree that if he was the one that was basically, I mean, albeit all he was doing was basically doing a Twitter announcement of resets, right? But he's always been the community manager that was tied to this game for so long, right? So, yeah, I just think the reality is, like, I mean, look, you have PD2, you have Annihilus, Souls of the Rift, you have D2R mods that are out there now, like we talk about remodded, reimagined, Blizzless. I mean, there's ARPGs all over the place that people are playing, right? So I feel like to some capacity, oh, interesting for level 16. It's kind of cute, actually. Not that I'm going to go make another melee character, but that's a cute enough GC that we will keep that. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's the copium. That's what I call it at this point. It's all about copium. Like, I'm not going to kind of overcommit and get my hopes up. I'd rather be delighted and surprised than to kind of get your hopes up, right? So the way I look at it is I don't really pay it any mind. If it happens, it happens, and it surprises me and delights, and that's incredible. And, you know, I don't got to worry about it, right? I'm not going to be disappointed if nothing comes out because I already assumed that nothing's going to come out. It's kind of the way my mental architecture tries to look at it. All right, we got 2 minutes of TZ Meth that we're going to shift over to Pindle and Pits, and then we'll get back for TZ Andy on the Hammerton. All right, we just hit 9, so we're going to have to... Oh, whoa, I'm not on him right now. What's taking so long here? There we go. All right, we're going to have to go pretty fast on this next one here to make sure I can get one more running. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. What is this music that just came on? Yes, offline you can change player settings. That's correct, Val. You cannot do that online, but offline you do have the benefit, correct? Nice, we got him for one more run. We got 35 million left in the barb. Oh, shit. Nice, dude. Congrats, bro. That's a nice grind. CA. What type of barb did you go with on season 12? Yeah, so look right here real quick, Vale. So see, that was players 5 at Mephisto because that's maxing out his no drop. So I'm gonna go to players 1 now. So you do players 1 on a Horker because if you're elite sniping, you want to do players 1. Because on players 1, they're guaranteed to drop. So you never want to go over players 1 when you're doing horking or elite sniping for that benefit. Ooh, whirlwind, nice, dude. Yeah, it's always good to go support early, and then you kind of transition out. Nice. All right, let's get some warm-up reps in. We'll do some Pindle runs right now, and then from Pindle, we'll go into Pit. Yo! I was wondering if you were going to make it. I figured you're obviously at work. I mean, normally I wouldn't be streaming. I would also be at work, so... You got some vacation? Nice. You're off today, or you have vacation coming up next week? Sliv and Biv early in the chat, they have a lot of accumulated PTO, so they're gonna, if you don't use it, you lose it. So they're gonna be taking some vacations coming up too. Pop. Whoa. Took through to the money. Nice, dude. You got any fun plans for the weekend? Yo, Mata! What's good? Horde coming in. Let's go. Coming into the stream. Love it. Dude, Pindle, get your ass down here. Yo, Crom, what's up? Thank you for that gifted sub over on Twitch, Tomato. Welcome back. Oh, what's up, Vale? Tried long time ago, Grail on Classic Puggy. Didn't manage to finish it, but did find a T-Mite and River. Nice, dude. Dude, don't sleep on the P1, man. If Shady Geek was here, P1 gang, man. Team Shady. Can't sleep on players 1, man. Team Shady, man. Players 1. P1 gang, Team Shady. Going on with this Drift Funk playlist. Definitely effect on Drift. All right, Pendle. You gonna drop it? You gonna drop the web? Yeah, so we're just getting some Pendle warm-up reps in, guys, and we're going to go pit zerking. That's where I prefer to play with him. I mean, Pindle gets a little boring. It's like watching paint dry. So even I don't like doing Pindle runs. I also feel like I don't get shit on Pindle. I actually thought back, I barely found any Grail items on Pindle, and I run a lot of Pindles. Not like to nauseum levels, but I've run plenty of Pindle across the Grail and just never found anything. Such is life with Pindle, man. But my RNG has not been ever electric with Pindle, so I tend to avoid him at all costs. I also just find it too boring, dude. Yo, Sliv's still here. What's up, dude? Yeah, I feel like a lot of others have typed in like they just don't like Pindle either. Like I get it, it's RNG. Everybody's subjective journey and experience in Diablo is very different for RNG and their superstition, but yeah, I've just never found shit on Pindle, bro. Up Smalps, you found 2D webs and D2R was good, man. Yeah, I mean, look, Pindle, it's like LK runs, right? Like, if you're multitasking and you're really literally just sitting there and you need to kind of be a bit aimless in what you're doing, like, yeah, I mean, dude, it's a great thing to do because you can just kind of be pretty brain dead and, you know, obviously, don't get me wrong, like, Pindle can hit you pretty hard, especially when you're a Zerker with no shield and no defense, but, you know, otherwise, it's like a pretty linear run. Pretty easy to accomplish. Oh, I have points. I did not even see that. I forgot that I leveled. Okay, what do we got here? I want to go for the AR, personally. AR up. Oop, I mistimed my jump there. I mean, there's definitely a time and a place for Pindle. Makes sense in a lot of ways. I think it really just depends how motivated you are. Yeah, Pindle and Snapship and Icy Cellar as super uniques. They can drop Death's Web, and they're basically equal directional chances. And so that's why in a lot of my streams for target farming, you'll see me do Pindle, you'll see me do Icy Cellar runs, because those are pretty much the super uniques to focus on if you're going to physically do it. Obviously, you have the Primevals, right? Being from a TZ perspective. Otherwise, it's pits and then the basic 85 zones if you want to do that. So, yeah. I mean, we've been saying it. If we want to finish this Grail, I would love to hork the Death's Web. That would be a fun achievement and an electric way to end the Grail. So ideally, we hork it is my preference. But obviously, that is going to be a completely random event. Unpredictable. Yeah, I do eventually want to consider, I mean, I don't have the runes to roll an Enigma, and I'd prefer to roll my Infinity if I find the Burr runes anyways, but I'm running a Hustle on him right now, which has actually been quite nice, especially running basically into the pits, and so, especially for hardcore, Hustle's been nice. Helps you hit the IAS breakpoints. You can use the Maras instead of the High Lords, because then you don't need the IAS, effective IAS up here to hit the frames, so... Hustle's been a nice little piece that I've been using instead of Enigma. Oh, man. Hope you guys are doing well. Happy Friday. YouTube, Twitch, my horde. Thank you guys for being here as always. It's been a couple weeks since I streamed. Good to be back. Life got a little busy. I wanted to try to... It's funny. The same zones are tomorrow. So you have TZ Meth and TZ Andy at the exact same time of the stream. But it's very hard for me to ever stream during the day and the weekends, especially with the kids. But I joke that I have asked the wifey, a.k.a. the general... if maybe tomorrow in a quick break, I'd be able to jump on for a quick spot stream during the day. We'll see. We got some stuff in the morning with the kids we got to do, but I mean, around that kind of mid pocket of the day, there is a little bit of a window of a break. So there is a chance, even though it's not definitive, that you guys might see me tomorrow around the same time on Saturday, because I would love to take advantage of the cycle of Meth and Andy again, if possible. But we'll see. We'll see. Your internet is trolling? I thought for a second that maybe it was my stream, but it looks like my stream is fine. I don't have any drop frames or anything, so hopefully it wasn't on my end. But honestly, Twitch and YouTube and the servers, man, they get a little janky at times, so it might not even be you. It might just be, you know, their servers kind of crapping out. Sometimes you got to always reset the streams and such. What's up, Crom? Pindle is up there for worst D2 farming experience. Oh, yeah. I don't like doing Pindle. We're not going to do it that much longer. I was just doing a couple Pindles to kind of get the warm-up reps in, and then we're going to head on over to Pit. I would much rather do Pit Zerkin anyways. It's way more entertaining, way more fun, way more dangerous as well. Little off-screen, extra fast Spectral Might Archers. Always cheek-clenching moments in hardcore. Baggett run? Oh man, we never ended up doing Shady Geek Night when he wants me to run all the scary zones. All right, we're gonna go to the Pit, guys. We're gonna head over to Pit right now. No, I gotta do him. I'll do Shady Scare Night at some point, man. We'll get that done. Is the blessed aim coming from? Question. There it is. Yeah, so we'll finish this little kind of middle segment, guys, with some Pit. Zerking, and then we'll do Nova as well. I want to get on the Nova Sork and do some blasting in pits, and then when it's time for TZ Andy, we'll shift back over to the Hammered In and Lance, and that'll be the conclusion of today's stream, crew. Nice little Meth Pindle Pit Andy rotation. Oh man, 3 elites right here. Okay. I will check those bracers. Come on, pits. Yeah, so the thing we've all been talking about, if you guys look at the clock there in the upper right, is the cumulative amount of hours on this grail so far. So the hope is, will we find Death's Web before 600 hours? Because God, I really hope we do, because I do not want to be going into the 600 hours to find this thing. So I am hoping and praying to the RNG gods that we will conclude this in the next 50 hours. Or rather, I should say 49 now at this point. Yeah, but Vale, it's not really the statistical equation, right? Because you have to look at what's called the convergence of averages, right? Meaning, like, I've been doing this for 550 hours, so based on convergence of deviation, or standard deviations, if you will, right? You got to kind of look at the whole, right? Meaning that, like, yeah, there's 50 hours to go, but I've already been doing it this long, right? So essentially, the curves of, you know, chance start to converge, right? Hence the convergence statement. So it's just more one of those things where, yeah, I mean, it's, you know, on the surface, 50 hours seems like a tight time frame, but you got to kind of see the forest of the trees, take a step back, and kind of accumulate what we've been running so far. So it'll be interesting to see how we finish out. That's for sure. But yes, I I agree. 50 hours either way, though, is still, you know, gonna need that RNG to land on my side, that's for sure. But look, it's, you know, I'm not aimlessly running through stupid zones. I mean, we're target farming, we're elite sniping at this point, right? At this juncture of the Grail, right? We're not doing full clears. We're being really efficient with the clear time, the zone focus, all those different things, right? So I think ultimately, you know, because of that, you know, that obviously helps, because the 50 hours that we're doing, you know, is pretty efficient, right? So we're not just randomly, you know, excuse the language, fucking around, right? Like we're pretty dialed in what we're doing. Ooh, got some champs right there. Usually have them on that spawn point right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nada. Pit circling is a lot of fun, though. I mean, I basically made him because I was getting close to the end of the Grail, so wanted to put myself in the best position possible. So leveled the barb, went through, made him a Pit Zerker. I don't play Pit Zerkers often. It's actually, it's not like it's complicated to play a Pit Zerker, but it was a bit foreign to me. I like a lot of throw barbs. I've done Singer Echo barbs, obviously whirlwind barbs like Smalps in Season 12. I just never really made Horkers, you know, let alone Pit Zerkers. It was just never really a focal point of mine, and so I had to get a little bit used to kind of the, you know, the mechanics of it because I've never really done it much. But obviously, it's, you know, it's pretty straightforward. Obviously, once you get the hang of how to play it. Oh, it's all good, Metal. Welcome back, dude. Yeah, Frenzy's nice. Honestly, throwing to me, I love throw barbs. I've made multiple throw barbs. They're great at progression. So you kind of start double swing, you work into throw, you can do some early war cry through nightmare progression, and then you can basically go straight into throw, basically, at that point, even with moderate gear, and then you're good to go. I do like Frenzy, but specifically what I do with Frenzy is I'll actually use Frenzy as a primer, right? So you start to Frenzy and then you go into throw because you're basically stacking Frenzy charges and then you go into throwing. So obviously it's boosting your speed, it's boosting your AR, your DPS output. So it's a nice little trick that a lot of people will sometimes do, and I do that on my throw barbs, is I have a point into Frenzy, even if it's just 1 point. So get close, boom, stack. You can go declone with Frenzy. You can go declone with a throw barb, doing the exact same kind of mechanics, using Frenzy to your advantage there for speed. This guy in particular was a throw barb. I started double swing, went throw, then went war cry, and then transitioned back into throw, and then eventually, obviously, now into just the zerking. Nick McKenzie, what's taking so long? I don't know, man. RNG, bro. RNGesus is what's taking too long. I'd love this to be over, man. But I haven't streamed in a couple weeks, or haven't been playing, so we took a little bit of a break, but now we're back. So getting a stream in, or actually, like I said, I pretty much only play the Grail when I'm streaming. So yeah, so we haven't really played the Grail in a little bit since I wasn't streaming and I was traveling and work got a little busy with life. So I mean, at 550 hours and it's a hardcore Grail, I'm actually kind of right in the strike zone of where I should be. Because I also had 3 deaths. I died 3 times in this hardcore Grail. When you die, you lose your items. So I also do the what's called the physical Grail, not the found. What I mean by that is prototypically, a lot of people who do a grail will do the found. So the example would be you find your SOJ, right? So you find the SOJ, you check it off. You then sell the SOJ to get your Annie, right? And in that example, you found the SOJ, you sold it to get your Annie, but in that found framework, you don't lose the SOJ. I do the physical framework, meaning that wouldn't work. So if you sold the SOJ to get the Annie, I would have to remove my SOJ because now I no longer physically have an SOJ. So, you know, it's same with runes and crafting and other things, right? Like I'm always very like mindful about certain things like that. So, you know, I made mine a little bit harder in the physical. Also, it's hardcore, right? So if you die, you got to remove items. I died early on, just some stupid mistakes that was on me. I died at 30 hours and 60 hours, so that just shows you, like, I died really early on, and so that kind of set my speed, my cumulative time back a little bit because I had to kind of rebuild early on. I had an unfortunate rip of, my God, she was so kitted out. My 97 Novasort got blasted in a P8TZ damage bug, shotgunned. I died with her around 375 hours. I've since remade her. But that was a big-ass blow because I lost the Annie and an SOJ on her. So we had to go... So basically, we had to get multiple SOJs to get back the Annie and then re-get the physical SOJs, man. So yeah, it was... that was a journey. But now we have multiple Annies. We have multiple SOJs. We're good to go. So we're not going to run into those issues again, to say the least. So... Yep. I'm very excited to make a YouTube video when I finish my Grail. The ups, the downs, the emotional roller coaster. I will certainly be showing all of my deaths in there, my clips. So we'll be having some fun with that video when it's ready. Obviously, I got to complete this and find the Death's Web. But once we find the Death's Web, your boy will be cooking in the lab making a video for the Grail journey. So... I do not have a video of every drop, nor do I want to edit all of those clips in, but I mean, I'll highlight a lot of the fun moments where, obviously, the big drops, the finds, there's a lot of funny things that happened. Like, for example, as most know who have watched my Grail for a long time, it took me forever to find Tal Rasha's Ami, and I mean, quite significantly took me a long time to find my Tal Rasha's Amulet. I think I still only have 2 or 3 Tal's Amis on this whole Grail, which is wild to even think about. But for example, ooh, 6 socket 9. Okay, I don't know what I would want to do with that, but oh God, fucking amp archers. Welcome to the pits. And, oh yeah, the dubstep will be in there. Don't you worry, Mata. But yeah, what I was trying to say, and I lost focus because I was getting clapped by an archer while being amped. Welcome to pits. Yeah, so I actually found my Tal Rasha's Ami, my first one, doing normal cows because I made my Zon, my Jav Zon, in order to get the Cow King's items in normal. And of course, fucking Tal Rasha's drops there is crazy. I never would have thought that would have been found where I finally ID'd my Tal's Ami, but yep, normal cows. There it was. All while I was hunting for Cow King pieces, and bam, finally dropped. Yeah, it's like little fun, you know, little fun, quirky moments like that over the Grail. Obviously, will be kind of fun moments to talk about and kind of share. So, once I get time to kind of writing the flow out and thinking of all the fun moments that happened, the good, the bad, and the ugly, you know, then we'll get the video done for sure. You guys just have to be here when we drop the web. That's the most important part. You guys got to be present for the Death's Web, man. Yep. Tals can drop cows. Yes, sir. Because it's basically all it's all item level based, and if I remember, Tal's is item level 26 or item level 28, and normal cows is 28. So monster level equals item level or item level, and it does fit the appropriate treasure class TCX tables in normal cows. So, yep, you can drop a Tal's in normal cows. Yep. Yeah, there are a lot of little esoteric, fun nuances of treasure class information, and you think about what can drop where. Obviously, how TZ's, terrorized zones completely changed the game, by the way, as most know, in terms of, where and how early you can find certain items. I mean, it's completely changed the entire dynamic of farming terrorized zones because of all the group upgrading. So, oh wait, heard conviction somewhere. Oh, yeah, I didn't even see what metal said. Yep, 28. There you go. Yeah, man, don't sleep on cows, dude, especially nightmare cows. Nightmare cows is incredible for charm acquisition and charm hunting early on. Almost all the top charms in the game that you can imagine, all the perfects you can find actually in normal cows. And obviously, generally speaking, you would, oh, I was like, what is hitting me here? You would rather do normal cows, or sorry, nightmare cows than hell cows because they hit less, their HP isn't as strong. So depending upon what your focus is with cows, it's kind of more advantageous to do nightmare cows often than hell. Obviously, if your character can clear hell cows efficiently, then yeah, you wouldn't drop down to nightmare. But as part of early seasonal progression, I always spend time in nightmare cows because you'll still get some moderate to decent XP accumulation. You can go look for charms, kind of get your character built up. And then, of course, anything can still drop. It's RNG, right? Obviously, cows don't have a lot of modifiers. They're not elites in those ways. And so you're not typically spending time in cows for, obviously, items, but it's really about charms, obviously, the runes. I mean, that's really as we all know, the core reason and tenets why you're spending time in cows. So, secret little nuance. You want charms? Go to Nightmare Cows. Whoa. Whew. Gotta love getting amped. Love getting amped in the pits. Pop, 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 pop. Yo, Raid, what's good, man? Welcome back. Good to see you, brother. Happy Friday. Happy Grail hunt. The Grail continues, brother. The Grail continues. Yeah, we've talked about this. You can run Grail. Not Grail, just you can run Cure. I haven't been around in the last 2 weeks since the last stream when we were talking about me getting a Cure on him, and I said I was going to do it. I just got busy. I just got to run Cure. It's fine. I mean, I don't really need the Gills helm on him anyways, to be honest. I mean, it's a nice to have, but obviously, I'm doing majority of the DPS anyways, so I don't really need the Merc for that. So yeah, the Merc, I could definitely put on a Cure just for quality of life purposes, just to cleanse. I got plenty of Cures. I just got to go find one on the mule somewhere. Yeah, it's all good, man. It's good to catch up with you. Thanks for coming back in after the smoke break, man. And have a good evening, brother. Good luck on the next content, next stream. I'll catch you soon. Oh, man, these champs are all mixed in. This is going to be annoying. Trying to pinpoint them out. There's one. Try to kind of pop them all here while I can. Mata, you know what I cannot stop watching is Sleep Token, dude. So Sleep Token, now that their Arcadia tour is over, Adam Rossi, who did like all their videography, all their pictures, I'm sure you've seen it on Instagram. Like they've been posting like crazy, and I'm like, oh my god, man! Every night I open Instagram, I'm getting hammered with Sleep Token and all their clips, and I'm just sitting there like, God, that was fucking incredible. And I was, it sucks that we had to leave early because we had to get back to the kids. So I missed like Infinite Bath, Damocles. Well, I only missed like 2 or 3 songs, but I'm like, oh god, Infinite Baths, dude, is so good. And I really, really wish I saw that, but at least I got to watch the live clips of it. So in a way, it's like I was there, you know. So it is what it is. But dude, they are so loved, as you would say, are the signs that everybody holds up for Vessel in the front. Well, I was going to say, rather than fan videos, if you just go to their page, like Sleep Token's handle on Instagram, what they basically did is they posted videos and clips of like all the stops in all the cities, or some of their like summary stuff. So I was going to say it's like Sleep Token official, right? So if you want to watch kind of teasers of that, obviously you can kind of get a good kind of barometer there by pulling down from them directly versus, you know, randomly searching on fan videos, records, things like that, you know. Sorry, guys, just reading something. All right, guys, 25 minutes until we get over to TZ Andy for the conclusion of today's content and the stream. Come on, Matriarch. Come on, Pitts. We got to find this web, man. It has been a minute. It has been a long, long time since I've even seen the word Unearthed Wand as a base check. So we have not, unfortunately, seen that base anytime recently, which is a bit scary. Speaking of the 50 hours that I want to find this in. Oh yeah, Sleep Token, as you know, would make some quite spiritual content and videos, if you will. Ooh, man. Almost hit the quality check there. The Zerker. Death Cleaver. We'll check that poleaxe, see if it's an F. Yeah. Oh. Speaking of boots, tall Zammy. The next Unearth is going to be unique. I like that. Oh, we certainly hope so. Certainly hope so. Definitely hitting the quality check on that would be lovely. Very nice. Oh man, I tried to pick up the boots and I realized I didn't go in because I had this here. Oops. All good. Bearskin boots never made it in. Yo, man, what's good? Summer blowout? Dude, days off work, midday streams, fantastic, brother. And my beard game looking strong, homie. This is being weird today. You don't have soft shit on this playlist. For this next run, we're gonna switch on over to the metal playlist and solve that problem. Sleepy music right here. What is this? I'm trying to put the stream to sleep here, Epidemic. How dare you? It is nap time for Big Father Figure. That's for sure. Solve this problem. There we go. Now we're back. Now we're back. Let's go. Get away from the door, dude. Seriously? God. And you fucking amped me. Great. That's annoying. I love your take on Jules. It cracks me up every single time because it's so valid and so real, Kron. Yeah, we are also done with the Frozen phase in our household, it would seem. I have not heard my girls or anybody talk about Frozen in a minute. Yo, what's good? Thank you for that follow over on YouTube. Fortunately, can't read the name. Pindle is not the place for Death's Web, because we've been doing a lot of Pindle, and there ain't no drops. What's up, Dreaming? No, yeah, we know, dude. Pindle, Snapship, as super uniques, they have the exact same drop rates for Death's Web. Trust me. I do all the right zones. I do my TZs when they come up. I do Pindle and Snapship when available. I do pit zerking. I do all the right things, brother, at this point. So I have not found any Grail items off Pindle. My entire crew can attest to that. Of all the 500 plus items, I've rarely found any off Pindle. I don't trust Pindle. I don't like Pindle. Pindle to me gets a little boring to hunt, unfortunately, so I try to kind of keep it a little bit more dynamic in other areas. But yes, if I wanted to 100% go to the depths of the abyss and just target farm Pindle, you could do it. But actually, TZ Meth and Andy have far better rates. TZ Chaos have far better rates than Pindle. Pindle's the best super unique specifically for Death's Web, but the TZ primals are actually stronger. They're like 1 in 1,500 or 1 in 2,000 for Death's Web when TZ'd. We did about 30 minutes of Pindle earlier on the stream with the Pit Circer. All right, guys, let's get over to Nova Blasting, and then we're going to get back for TZ Andy. Let's switch up the seeds. Teleport? Oh, he did teleport. I'm like, he's up here somewhere. The fuck did he go? All right, guys, we got 15 minutes. We're going to do the final 15 minutes of pits here, blasting with Miss Nova. And then from there, we're going to do TZ Andy back to the Hammerden. What's up, Mata? I can picture a sorceress blasting this music through her earbuds. My Pit Zerker, he's around 415, so he's well in the strike zone of MF. So yeah, you still want good magic find on the Zerker raved, which he does have good MF at that point. I mean, pretty much 3 to 350 is the sweet spot. Otherwise, you kind of get to the 400s, you're starting to hit diminishing returns. It can slow your DPS. Your runs per hour thresholds can kind of start to drop because you're sacrificing DPS gear for too much MF. The base checks have to happen first. You have to roll the base check before Magic Find has any influence, right? So the base check in the game generating an Unearthed Wand has to happen first before the quality checks of Magic Find and the modifiers would even take hold. So that's kind of why I always say that, you know, a lot of people are religiously a belief that, hey, you do P1, you don't really need that much Magic Find, just kill monsters, right? Like games per hour. More games per hour you're clearing efficiently, the more higher chance you have of items being generated, right? So there's a lot of different kind of ethos and mentalities to farming. I tend to find that 300 is the sweet spot because it gives me enough DPS gear, right? So 300 allows me to definitely hit a lot of the quality checks on the drops, but then you get to balance the DPS output, and I equate that to the games per hour metric, right? More games per hour, then better off I am, right? So oh, it's all good, man. It's a fair and good question, dude. Very good increment. Oh, nice. Stormlash, Stormlash. I never get the Stormlashes on those, man. Always Horizons. Always Horizons. It's the Schaefer's problem. I was hoping we were going to get the Stormlight there. They'll only have one on the entire Grail. Always just ID Horizons. Shard there. It's the quality check on the Fathom. The elites. All right, guys. 10 minutes. It's easy Andy. Closing in. The matriarch. She's coming. What do you think, Kron? Are we dropping the web off Andy, or are we going to have to continue? Are you feeling confident in this final hour of this rotation, this stream? Or you think we're going to hit bricks? You got Kron Daily. Hit me with the prediction, brother. I got a chance it's going to be Andy, okay? All right. I dig it. I dig it. I'll take the optimism. I'll take the hedge. Respectable. Yes, that's right, man. Onward and upward we go, man. Strive, thrive. Keep going. Patience, persistence. Oh, died him. All right, 6 minutes to go. Kill the matriarch. All right, guys, last pit run, then we're getting over to the Hammerden. All right, let's go over to Lance. Let's get the player count jacked up to player 7. Get him ready for Andy. Let's read ID scrolls. Go. Okay, you want to be around. All right, guys, less than 2 minutes to go time. Woo! All right, guys. 60 seconds. Go time. strap in, Horde. Let's lock in. Give me all the RNG we need. All the positivity, all the vibes, all the energy. All the 11s in chat. Drop those 11s in chat, YouTube and Twitch. Number 11. We do it on stream. It's Superstition, man. Drop those 11s. Take it. 13 from Kron inbound. Kron is here for Andy, man. We know our good luck charm. Now we really need Shady. We haven't seen Shadow today, but I think he's working. But obviously, we need Shady, man. That's really what we need. Thank you, Mata. Mata's a crowd supporter, man. She listens. Ah, Dreaming 11. Shady Magic. Thank you, Dreaming. And we're off. Here we go. All right, first run. Yeah, I feel like I like to kill a lot of other packs down in the throne area, and I feel like I also snoop around sometimes. That does slow me down, so I think it was Mem, or it was either Roma or it was Mem who was telling me to try to stay a little bit more focused, because I'm already getting 2 runs in per minute, because it's basically 30 seconds per run, or 100 and obviously 20 Andariels in the hour. I could probably increase the velocity there a little bit if I stayed a little bit more dialed in and focused, but I think a lot of times I do like to kind of, just look around at times, because I'm always fun and curious in terms of what drops. But ideally, if I really want to be most efficient on a games per hour basis, I should just completely just run and gun, grip it and rip it. Only look for the unearthed wand and nothing else, really. I want to stay super focused, maximize my uptime with Andy. Yeah, I mean, if you get the God tier craft or the God tier rare, obviously this is offline and just my grail. So, I mean, I usually do ID rares, but because it's offline and not online, I don't typically focus too much as of late. But I always ID rings and Amis, primals, and pelts. Always pick up the J mods, aka the Magic Monarchs, like obviously all the different jabs, magic jabs, etc. So, like, I do ID quite a bit. Kind of just depends what my focus is. So, if I'm trying to speed through Andy right now, I'll pick up stuff. Like, I definitely will ID typically. Sometimes I just move a little bit faster. Sometimes I move a little bit slower, like this, right? Like I came down here to get the elites. I don't always necessarily do that. Obviously, they're all TZ'd, so they still benefit, but I just want to kind of move a little bit more swiftly. I'll be more selective in terms of what I pick up. But I also want to ID good rares because it's fun for the stream. That's usually a lot of times why I actually do ID everything, because it's just fun for you guys to be here and partake in a nice little affix roll. Nice little combo. Frost is not ethereal. Oh, 19 life. I'll keep. One of the other characters can use it slotted in. Come on, 220s, 220s. Oh. Crash. Nice. Yo, pull rune. What's up? Not a high rune, but we'll take the pull, because why not? That's correct. That's a perfect. Yep. 20 life, 5 all res. Spot on. Add pulls. Nah, it's all good, man. Your memory, your fundamentals are all coming back to you slowly. They're in the memory bank, man. They're just imprinted in there in your subcortex. You just got to go find them. The Diablo thirst always wins, man. You take a break and it always kind of gravitates you back. Always happens to the best of us. Yo, second unique ring of the stream. Let's go. First one was a dwarf star. What do we got, Horde? What are we going to ID on this unique ring? What is it? What do we got? I know Kron's going Baldmanald. We have not ID'd a Baldmanald, so it's got to be the Baldmanald. Ooh, Veil. I like the optimism. Home with the Soj. Fuck yeah. We have found plenty of SOJs on these streams. Curious what Kron thinks when he hears and gets back and types. Circlet. Nice. Ooh, another dwarf star? Alright, let's go to Kane. Circlet. Yo, Nagel. 25. Yuck. All right, TZ Andy, we're rocking and rolling. We're already 10 minutes down. Let's go. See some drop velocity. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, Gladiator's Bane, 2020. Ooh, 2018. Kind of half decent. Full packs up here. I keep a lot of Gladiator's Banes because there's so many variables and affixes on it that I want to always kind of, if I ever make the Immortal Sorker, I go that build. I want to always have optionality on my G-Banes. So if they're usually 18 pluses, I like to keep them so then I can eventually go scour the mules, see which ones I actually want to min-max. Facets, what we've got here. J-Mod. 3, not keeping those. Only 5. J-Mod. No J-Mod. The J-Mod until it isn't, right, Kron? One of these days it will be a J-Mod when we call it out. It will flip. We will will it into existence. The universe will provide us. I agree, Kron. Oh, sorry, that was Mata. Both green names. Yes. You will it, it will come. Whew. All right. Let's finish strong here. Finish the stream strong, Horde. And in the back up top. Yo, legendary mallet. Oh, man. And we hit a Lich Wand, guys. We rolled the wand. Just not the unearth. But there's a legendary mallet. Oh, boy. Schaefer's. Yo, Stone Crusher, a.k.a. the Soul Crusher. Good old legendary. Man, there's the wand, guys. We rolled the wand table. It just did not go unearthed on the base. Too bad. We were so close, yet so far. God, we're all ruined. This ugly, ugly drops. Go ID this cane real quick. And all complete. Oh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, that was weird. Oh, I think my hammers were getting caught on the, it's like, what the fuck? I was hammering and it was getting caught on the pole. Not coming around. I had to definitely reorient myself there for a second. Come on now. I've been so patient, Grail. I've been so patient waiting on this unearthed. We've been grinding hard. We've been focused. We've been target farming. We're just waiting. Waiting to celebrate. Ready to celebrate the end, the strike zone, the conclusion of the journey. Come on, make it happen. Make it happen. Give it to us. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. This has to end, Mana. I'm over it. I'm over it. Your boy is over it. Let me move on to other content, please. Good talk. See you out there. Oh, unique Ami. What do we got? First Ami of the streams. We've had 2 unique rings, Dwarf and Nagel, but that's the first unique Ami of the 2-hour stream. Couple sets, couple rares. First unique. What do we got, guys? Did find a legit metal grid recently. Noko? Okay. Spicy. Low-level spice. Oh my. Item limit chaos down here. Anything worth picking up? Nope. Not really. It is always Noko. That is right. It's always Noko when you don't want it to be. Let's check it out. Yo, Eye of Etlich. Even better than Noko. Let's go. God, that was so good finding that in LOD, man. LOD in Classic. Always fun finding Eye of Etlich. That and Silks of the Victor, man. The OG. Oh, another rune. Man, we got an rune and a pull rune now. Okay. So we're just working our way here. Couple ingredient runes. Pull and component parts. Cool. Oh, if you look at our XP bar down there, we're officially at 90. Getting close. Almost 98. Inching closer. No dice on the boots. Guys, I'll be right back. I'm just getting a drink from the fridge. All right, strapped in. Whew. Andy's got might. She's always spicy because her physical hits, man. Especially when she's monster level 99 and CZ. Good old BB. That's not ethereal, so I'm not IDing that Tomb Reaver. We got plenty of Tomb Reavers. Both F and non-F. Yeah, Andy's being a little bit of a holdout tonight. She ain't putting out, Mata. She's being conservative on the first date. Oh, man. Yeah, the drops haven't been too electric today with her. I mean, even Meph earlier. I mean, Meph's were a little boring. You had some moderate kind of base drops, but nothing that was... I mean, to be fair, there was Spire, there was Ogre, there was Corona. He did drop the Archon staff, so I mean, I guess he did have some decent 87s that dropped in terms of the base checks, but yeah, we haven't seen too much from Andy yet on this sequence. She's over big father figure. She's ready to get out of this relationship. That's a good way to put it. Just a little tired of being slayed. Whispering sweet nothings. All right, 227, pretty much at the midpoint here. Arc was getting clapped there. Gotta create some spacing. Woo! Spicy. See here. Normally I would ID orbs, but again, I'm just trying to move kind of fast here. Skipping the belt. Oh, boomstick. Is it finally F? God, I never find F boomsticks, dude. Ooh, 232.14, though. That is definitely one of the better ones that I found. I feel like all of my boomstick rolls have been terrible. We're going to definitely keep that. One of the better ones I found. All right. Oh. I'm still very motivated. I don't get frustrated. I don't give up. I don't get discouraged. But man, every time after a stream, though, you just gotta just do a quick breath Just say the journey continues. Keep yourself locked in. Oh my, okay. Spicy. They're expired. I'll pick up the pelt and the primal since it's right here in front of me. Let's check them out. Ooh, almost had potential. Dude, if that had more BO and the find item right there with the life, damn, dude. This thing had some serious potential if that bow was up. That's high end, not godly, as we would say here on stream. C is here. Yeah. I like the Ariat style aesthetics on the barbs. Quick scan, nothing. So Mada, Kron, what do you guys got on tap for the weekend? Nice. I dig that combo. It's a great combination, actually, the trifecta. Oh, speaking of, another Gladiator's Bane. 17, not better than the other one. Leaf cleanup, Viv. Christmas lights. Actually, yeah, my Sunday, we're helping out some senior citizens. We're going to go do their yard work. So leaves, trim the shrubs. So I'll be doing some yard work on Sunday, helping some senior citizens out. Our lights are getting up soon. Have somebody coming to help me. Yeah, I got to blow out the garage a little bit, get some of the final leaf kind of fall clean up. I've got most of the stuff kind of in motion already, but yeah, it'll be nice weather this weekend for sure. Yeah, you gotta. I mean, today and tomorrow will be nice. Sunday is gonna start to get into the 40s. I think it's Sunday or Monday. Yeah, it's a community thing. Some of my girls are doing some Girl Scout stuff, so it's kind of like connected to that. I do a lot of my own yard work, dude. I do a lot of my own yard stuff. I got a green thumb, dude. Got it from my pops. I mean, I got some support, obviously, for some things, but I do a lot of like the just upkeep and trimming and things myself. I mean, as much as I can, obviously. Other might. Yeah, I mean, dude, keeping stuff alive can be challenging because it's like, is it a sun issue? Is it watering? Is it soil? You know, there's a lot of, you know, mechanics that go into so much of that stuff. It's definitely an art and science combination. That's. Oh, nice. That's cool. So you went to see that, Kron? You went to see him? Sick. The daily double stamp. Remind me, what movie quote is that from again? You gotta jog my memory. I tossed a half-dead prayer plant in the water base. Group had this cutting in that one. Somehow it grew roots and new leaves. Oh, nice. That's cool. Oh, Dumb and Dumber. That's right. That's right. It is Dumb and Dumber. Nice. I should have known, Kron. Should have known. Fuck. Another wand here. Just not the one we need. Samsonite. Pretty bird. Pretty bird. Pretty bird. All right, 22 minutes to go. All right. End part of the stream here. End game. End content. Timing. Got to get some admin house stuff done. Kids are going to be home from school. I'm on all the kids tonight. Wifey going out for a little bit. Oh, God. The physical got him. Dude. Another petrified wand, man. God, she loves dropping this. I feel like on these seeds, man, I don't know. It's like I get so many petrified wands, I feel like all the time. That's a great question. I don't know, Kron. I got a big father figure at home. That's what she says. Honestly, I'm sure she's flattered, man. I hope she enjoys those moments if that happens. Makes you feel alive, dude. You know what I'm saying? Still got it. All right. Closer. All right. Let's get some ID scrolls. Go. Go. Man, look at this little drop. Not F. Q2. Q1, 2. Ginther's Rift. on, Andy. The question is, when is the moment? That's the question. What is that moment? When is that moment? Why is she holding out, Anna? Does she enjoy to watch her her soulmate suffer? God, that'd be a trip. That'd be a trip. She just wants me to hit the pause button right at the moment. Right at the 600 threshold. Oh, man. Whew, God. Wrist is a little sore. Wrist doesn't carpal tunnel too much. Shit, dude. Wrist is a little sore today. Actually, that just reminds me, I did not check out New Music Friday today on Spotify. We got to go see what's cooking on there after this. Got to go walk the dog, probably throw on the headphones, check it out. All right, guys. About to enter the final 10 minutes of the stream. So far, no dice. Been ice cold. Ice cold. check those out. Oh, it's all good, man. Figured you were still here lurking. Nah, man, it's been kind of cold today. It's what we were just talking about. Like, nothing really exciting. Drop's been kind of boring all stream. We've seen some good bases, just not hitting the unique variants. Quality checks. Still have not seen an unearthed in a bit. We did drop a legendary. Went Stone Crusher. Surprise, surprise. Dropped another Scourge. Went Horizon. Surprise, surprise. Couple rings, couple ammies, but again, no good rolls on those. So, yeah. I was excited for this daytime stream. Very unorthodox for me, as you guys know. Mostly evening stream. Thought it might deliver, man. Yeah, I have not had a gear upgrade in a long time, especially an inventory upgrade either. It's definitely been a minute. Well, to be fair, Andy did drop Pull and Umbrin, so, but yeah, dude, life skillers, man. I don't, if you look at my skillers here, it's like nothing. They're just basic. I have a 17 life offensive, no P combat lives. I have some really good life skillers on the other classes, but yeah, I haven't really dropped many on the Paladin, unfortunately. Yep. And again, across this many hours, right, and thinking about all the charms that I've ID'd, yeah, man. Like I said, I have some really solid ones on the other hair types, just not the Paladin specifically. Yep, no dice. What's good, man? How's life? How you feeling? After the surgery. Or the biopsy, rather, sorry. All rested up, recovered. Oh, get the fuck out of here. That's a come on, man, what the fuck moment, that's for sure. I'd be pissed. I'm sure you are. Really, dude? Really? Negligence, homie. Negligence, dude. God. Yeah, that's a tough go. Sorry, brother. You'll get in, you'll get out, you know. Is it like just like a credit card, or is it like to a restaurant or a particular place? Or is it just a credit card so you can use it wherever? All right. So you have the choice and flexibility. Are you going to have to call your insurance? Because they're going to probably see like a duplicative procedure and submission. So I imagine that they're going to have to call the insurance and probably say they fucked up, right? That they have to go back in because, I mean, that's negligence on their part. Okay, good. Yeah, no, I agree, man. You just got to push through, put the head down, get it done. Yeah, good wishes, good vibes, man. Just for that, Web's going to drop in the next 4 minutes. Guaranteed. And YouTube's a little light on the viewers today. YouTube has usually been crushing it for me on these streams as of late, but I think it must be daytime. Daytime streams, Diablo, dead game. This evening still thrives on YouTube for Diablo. Ah, you love dropping me a petrified wand, girl. All the time. Another Spired Helm. Handful of Spireds today. 2 sets and a rare. And a magic, I actually think 4 of them. Oh, wow. This is why you got to zoom in, guys, because this did not come up with the item limits. Precisely why you zoom in. Not going to pick up the Trangs. Care. Could be Talls. All right, we got 2 minutes left. I better pick it up here if I want to get 2 more runs in. Go fast. Got 5-4 fire, Tankreds, and a cold. Yeah, anything 4-5, 5-4, or 5, obviously perfects, I will keep. Anything below that, on the ground. So I got so many of them at this point. That's why it's keep only the elite. Oh, there we go. Final minute. All right. Let's see. Can I fit 2 more in here? I might be able to. It's going to be tight. We'll see. All right, yeah, we're going to bow when we get down there to make it fast so we can get her spawned. There. Oh, did I get her? Oh, I might have been too far away. Ah, nice. It went through. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. That was close. Nice. Ah, no dice, but another ring. What's TZ'd right now? Bloody Foothills. What do we got? FCR. Wow, that's a lot of AR. It'd be a nice little BBC, but don't give a shit about the rest of the stats there. Literally nothing on that, and they're literally nothing. Total trash, all three of them. Great. Hit the fast, though. All right, crew. Gonna pause the time there. 600. Here we come, Horde. Here we come. Well, Kron, Modamim, good to see you guys. Val, if you're still here, thanks for tuning into the stream today. Everybody over on Twitch and YouTube, happy Friday. The hunt continues for the Grail. Like I said, I probably don't have another stream because tonight's lockdown. Tomorrow, like I said, this exact same time, TZ, Meth, and Andy is TZ'd again, the same 3-hour swing. I usually would never be able to stream during the day, but it's possible that I might be able to. My hunch is no, but maybe you randomly will catch me during the day tomorrow. Otherwise, you know, with Thanksgiving coming up, going to try to hit some hopefully streams next week. Check the zones, see what things look like. But yeah, happy football week 11 as we get there. Enjoy the weekend. Bada Kron. Happy Friday to everybody. And yeah, your boy will catch you guys in the next stream. Mim, again, best luck. Happy vibes, everything your way. Sliv, if you're still here, go Lions. Nice, I love it. All right. Well, crew, be in touch. Cheers.